Prepared by Najwa Syuhada Binti Abu Bakar, Hasnizam bin Hamdan, and Nazurah Binti Ishak. We chose Tutorial Task 2 under Vocabulary, whereby we have to design at least one activity for the techniques that have been discussed in class on Monday, August 2nd last week. There are 4 different techniques involved in teaching vocabulary, namely, number 1, using visual techniques, number 2, using verbal techniques, number 3, using the dictionary, and number 4, using translation method. For this particular presentation, we'll be focusing on the first technique, which is using visuals to teach vocabularies. So, there are 3 main steps on how to teach vocabulary, namely 1. Presentation, 2. Practice, and 3. Revision. These steps must be followed in this order. Firstly, for the first stage or the introduction stage, which is presenting new words, we've decided to introduce these concrete vocabularies, namely animal nouns, by using pictures. This can be done by using a flashcard with one side showing a picture of the animal and the other showing the animal noun. This method is called the picture-word association or word-picture association. Teacher displays the picture first to pupils and let pupils come up with their own words before finally displaying the word on the other side. Afterwards, we move on to the second stage, which is the practice stage, by helping pupils to remember the word stages learned in stage 1. So one of the ways we can do that is by employing word matching activity under the memorizing game and activity subdivision. We can do so by placing all the animal pictures on one side and all the animal nouns on the other. Randomize the organization and try not to put the picture next to its corresponding word. You can either group the pupils and let this be done as a group work, or ask for different volunteers to match each picture with its correct word. Teacher can either use the whiteboard for group work and volunteer activity, or use worksheets for individual work. Lastly, stage 3 revolves around making sure pupils make these newly learned words their own. Here, we opt for vocabulary book combined with semantic mapping for stage 3, as we perceived it to be the most effective and practical method to be used amongst younger pupils. First, teachers can draw the graphical representation on the whiteboard first, whilst interacting with them throughout, allowing pupils to understand and make connections on their own. Then, teachers can proceed to ask pupils to write and draw what they have understood in their vocabulary book as shown here. That's all from us. Thank you very much.